reference to High School Musical.
Oh, God.
Mock.
Nope. No High School Musical references.
Mock.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Off Topic. For those that aren't watching us live, remember, you can catch us every Thursday right on time at 3:04 p.m. CT, sometimes on time. And for those that are first members, thank you so much for supporting us and catching us live and chatting along with us in the chat. Hello, I'm hosting today. I'm Alfredo. I've assembled the crew. We got Matt.
Hey.
We got Blaine.
Hello.
We've got Kai.
Mock.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know
that?
what
You were going.
High School Okay, now I'm messing.
That was just.
See, this is why I don't watch the show. Is that's what the show is? I don't watch
no,
that.
I'm not Sharpay. It's mock.
Now I feel like.
So what is that?
It's like
I don't have
it's a
to.
voice
I know I don't have
Just
to.
better for my back.
exercise that they use before shows. Mock.
All I see is spit just flying out of your mouth.
What did that
Mock.
exercise?
Talking about like muck?
It's like you have to
the
massage your
Pokemon
vocal
muck?
cords when
Muck's a
you do
good
things with singing.
I mean, his Lola
and
form way
performing.
better.
Jesus Christ.
Dark and poison.
Well, isn't this a Lola form, like different colors? Like a
It
bunch
is.
of colors?
It's like green and like yellow and purple. It's got a bunch of shit going on.
Have they said what they're gonna do with the future Pokemon? Like, are they gonna adopt the Arceus gameplay style?
I think they're gonna kind of do a mix.
Yeah.
Like the Arceus one's way better to me.
Yeah. Did
Like I loved it, but
you liked it?
yeah.
It looked like shit. But
Oh yeah, it looked like shit, but that's like a Pokemon game, right? Like it looks like shit, but.
not all Pokemon games are shit. I mean, for a while they
I'm
were
not
looking.
saying they're
okay.
shit. I enjoy them. I play them.
No,
all,
they
but-
didn't all look like shit though.
Well, the old ones look better because I think they went with the style, right?
Yeah.
It's all pixels, so.
Rose-colored glasses too.
Yeah, it's also true.
It's a video game that I've like always known has existed and I guess has like a really niche supporting audience. But a trailer came up, I guess, just on like YouTube because I don't have like YouTube Premium on my work account. I have it like on my home account. And it was EVE Online. And I was watching it and I was like, oh, you could like traverse these different galaxies and make alliances and betray people and manage your your starship. And I was like this seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
It is. I've watched a couple people play it, and more specifically, when I bought my car, the guy that was like handling and helping me out,
Right.
he talked to me about that for like 45 minutes, and he was like, anyway, this has been ready to sign for 30 minutes. I was like, what the hell? We're just talking about Eve now.
Look, man, I mean, I play video games, you play video games, but
Yeah.
30 minutes, like that's a long,
I had no
long
problem
time.
until he told me that it was already done.
Yeah.
True.
It's like,
I didn't want to know you wasted that much time
He should
of
have
my
left
life.
it at that.
I,
The way he described it, he and his friends just robbed like a bunch of people and held them hostage. And I was like, that sounds awesome.
People have like really expensive ships too.
What's
like,
the
I
gameplay
mean,
style? Like, is it RPG or third person?
I don't know.
Shooter?
The trailer made it
That's-
seem cool,
Yeah.
but I don't know, maybe it's turn-based.
I don't know if it's like, it just feels, kind of feels like, almost like an RTS type thing where you're like moving on.
Oh,
But
I could see that.
I never
You
played.
get-
He
but
just
it's like-
told- he talked about it a lot.
Yeah,
So.
I just know that like people talk about it. We're just like, oh yeah, I'll like go on this mission with a random group, and like sometimes we'll choose to be friends. Other times we'll choose to betray each other, and then maybe we're in a skirmish. Then all of a sudden, like their friends come, and then my friends come, and then all of a sudden people are like, "Whoa, there's a
coming
big
everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's coming on everyone's ship,
Yeah.
and then people are just like, "Whoa, there's a cum fest over there." So all of a sudden there's this big like galactic cumathon happening in the universe and the galaxy, and then everyone's just like spraying space juice on each other, and everyone's like, Eve online.
That's like, Sea of Thieves is like a smaller version.
Blaine
of that
took
to
us
me.
there.
It's true. He got you there.
Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of TikTok videos fed to me about this other one where it's space related, but it's like shooting, and it's also like flying ships and shit. And it seems like a lot like Sea of Thieves, but more technical space.
Oh, is it
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky?
No, it's not No Man's Sky. It's the other one.
Never mind then.
That's a fun game now.
Is it?
I thought it was dog poo. In the
It was when it was
Originally,
released.
it was basically originally it was like here's an idea. Every planet is like its own thing. It's got its own random shit, but there's nothing to do in it, much like real life. But eventually they start adding stuff.
Yeah.
That, like,
But you can like go find planets, claim them as like name them
you can
and
like
stuff
make
like that.
bases and stuff.
But it's all like
What would you name a planet?
okay. Well, instinctively, as soon as you said that, it's something to do with the ass. But I mean,
You know what? I actually thought higher of you. I thought you would say Jackie or Gabu.
well, that's what I said. Instinctively,
you don't
that's
like-
what I said.
Instinctively.
But Gabutin.
Gabutin?
That's so cliche.
It's just instinctively you thought about the ass before.
Oh, yeah.
2 loves of your life.
Well, that serves 2
They
purposes.
both have.
Gababoutine.
Yeah.
It's like booty.
See,
Gababoutine.
that's a good way.
Yeah.
If you have to work a name in, make it
Jackie's
sound
got,
like you didn't
Jackie's
put
got
a name in there.
Jackie's got a lock. Right? The woman is praised by the minute.
Every
She
time.
doesn't need a digital planet named after her.
Every time I check her social media feed, she's like just doing some even cooler shit. Like, hey, I'm hosting this thing. Hey, I'm saving people's lives. Hey, I'm streaming to this many people. It's just like,
She
fuck.
is a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
When we I mean, just like today, it's now that she's working at the hospital, we have one car. She's gonna come pick me up. That being said, she'll come pick me up, and she just had work. She started at like 7, ended at like 3 or 4. But I'll be like, yeah, this was my day.
It's like a day at school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. It
School
is.
hours.
You don't think about that anymore, do you?
No.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Like, we really
yeah.
used to
You're
wake
supposed
up
to
at
get
the ass
3.
crack of dawn.
Yeah. I hated that. Yeah.
Do you still like shudder when you go into like a Target or a Walmart and you see the back to school?
I love
I
going
loved
back
back
to school shopping.
yeah.
Really?
That was my time to get the hottest shit when I was in elementary school. Like, you knew the twistable crayons? I had them. The smelly markers? I had them. The erasable pens? I had them.
Wild.
The 64 color
Gotta
pack
have
of
those.
crayons? I had
Had the
them.
gel pens.
I'd be
Gotta have
watching
the lead
fucking.
pencils.
I'd be watching Dragon Ball Z, and they'd be like, "Guess what, kids? It's back to school." And I would like run to the TV or look for the remote to change the channel because I fucking hated school.
Man, I remember watching either Dragon Ball Z or Roughnecks, which is the Starship Troopers animated show.
It feels really weird for Goku to tell you to go back to school. Like, hope you're ready. I would never go to school, but you should.
Time to charge up for school. And 3 episodes later.
Just some kid.
Why don't you
back to
fight him?
school.
I want to see his true potential.
I do remember
Sound a little bit like Mufasa there, not Goku.
Oh,
Yeah.
Simba.
for a semester I was hot shit because I thought it'd be
over
funny
9,000.
in community college to buy the Lisa Frank journals and folders and stuff.
I
in my
remember them
classes.
vividly.
Yeah, but I was like a young man using them, and I was like, look, aren't I the wacky one? Aren't I crazy?
Oh, wild.
What is your goal with doing something like that? Because everyone has a goal. It could be to look cool, get more friends, get more
Conversation
women. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to be like, you could see me, and then you can get a read on me instantly, and just like, oh, he's a wacky guy. He's comfortable in his own skin.
This guy's wacky.
Lisa Frank.
Couldn't you just like it? You just have to have a goal.
I feel like everyone does something for reasons.
No, you always have an angle.
Everyone has.
Yeah, there's always especially in like high school.
I mean, unless you do it like in the confines of your home, Jesus Christ, then I feel like everyone has like, why are you choosing to make this public?
Because I like it. I could do stuff for me. Is that not? Oh, sorry. I guess I'm weird.
I remember
Stuff
like
for me all the time.
my
Sometimes I'll put
Zynga-
Pokemon cards for
Yeah.
myself.
Zynga and MySpace were completely governed by what I wanted people to perceive me as. I wanted to always put off the air of
Yeah.
like, I'm
That's how
cool
my
and
Facebook
funny.
was.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I mean, I guess like inadvertently mine was the same, but I just did it because I thought it looked
I mean, I'm just thinking like as a kid, I was definitely that way. Like I wanted people to please, and I wanted people to like me and stuff. I wanted to be likable. Now, like if I do something, it's for me. But back then,
Yeah.
I was stupid.
Yeah.
I
kinda
guess
just
that's fair.
Played all sides of the coin. Like in high school, I quarterback, so I did that because I love sports. But I didn't like hanging out with the fucking jocks because they just wanted to drink all the time and go to parties, and that wasn't my thing. So instead, I'd spend time, if I wasn't playing video games at Tim's house, I'd be hanging out with my other group of friends playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
So I was a center when I played football, which is the dude in front of the quarterback who
I'm
has the ball at
reaching
high stick.
right up in there,
So-
and I'm tapping.
That's where you started getting the ass love from.
Yeah.
But like, what was that like from your perspective? Because from my perspective, a guy was just touching my ass, and I was just kind of like,
I mean, you're like, in terms of looks, really nothing, right? Because there's just like if you look down, it's just a sea of like the offensive line's ass,
yeah.
right? Because it's just a whole line protecting you. But like, it's like, but these asses are protecting my ass, you know?
Okay.
And then obviously as a quarterback, you have to like look up and start reading like the situation. What's the like?
You're not even thinking about the balls you're
Right.
tackling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also defensive. Yeah, defensive line, offensive line. And then like I'm trying to read the cornerbacks, and then obviously like, well, in my high school we ran a bunch of running plays, so I didn't have as much fun.
I mean, I was gonna say when I played running back, I made it like, all the way over on the other side pretty quickly.
And
I broke right through the line. I was waiting for my quarterback. He just not as great as you.
Yeah,
sure.
but I mean, I had to get used to very quickly just putting my hand right up in that gooch and giving a little tap.
Yep.
There was always like, for the court, like, or at least in San Francisco, and I'm sure this is we're everywhere. Like, you had to have your quarterback voice. You couldn't just be like, down, set. Like, there wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like down, set, hut. And it's like, oh, okay, we have to like. My coaches are like, you got to use the voice. You got to be commanding. You got to be. I'm like, okay. Otherwise, I was like, down, set.
We ready? Let's go.
Make you sound like you're about to count down a dance or something.
Yeah.
And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
Did you steal any of your like high school like workout clothes or anything like that? Like I still have like my grays, like my workout clothes. It's just like champion like heather gray cotton.
I know
Wash
so
that-
much about working out gear. Like, oh my God, I work out all the time. Like, I know so much about what you guys are talking
The
about.
reason it's
I played
the reason
sports
they kept
too.
it is because it is so fucking comfortable. It's because it's been washed a billion times to where the fabric is just like nothing, and it just
It's just slick now.
it's good pajamas.
So it's like leather.
It's past the
Like
part
silk.
of the balling up of the
Never kept
fabric.
anything that long.
You, what?
Never kept anything that long.
Yeah, man.
You just wash it to hell.
I just wash it to hell, then I go, all right, it's time to get a new one. Or if I really like it, I get multiples.
The duplicates, I do that.
Yeah, you gotta do that. I should have did that with the Rooster Teeth like salty tee. I love that t-shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a nice one. Cause it was like black, so I love wearing like darker
You have so
clothes.
many
but it had
black
like the
shirts.
hint of like, I know, I'm trying to change it up. I was telling him I discovered activewear.
Okay.
It's
Like what kind?
well, I took Jackie shopping because our 7-year anniversary is coming up. So I took her shopping, and I was looking for like a nice jacket because the one I wear right now is like this really nice thin one, and I'm like, I love this. It's super thin. I can bundle it up, but it's like a Dr. Sleep like jacket from like a sponsor thing we did.
Yeah.
But I still wear it because it's comfy, and I'm like, I need to buy an actual jacket. So I was trying to look up North Face. I couldn't think of the damn shop. And then I saw a jacket, and I was like, wow, that looks really nice. I saw it was like Lululemon, and I was like, I've heard about this place. I walked in, it's some nice jackets, but they had what's called, it's
Pricey
pricey,
as fuck.
but it's like, fuck, the material is hella nice. But I walked in, they had these activewear pants. It was like,
Joggers.
and yeah, joggers, I guess. But they weren't like sweats, and they weren't jeans. And it sucks I'm not wearing it right now. But like, I was like, holy shit. So like, I can look nice, but not be as like uncomfortable as like jeans are.
Yeah.
So that's the life I want to live in now. It's just joggers, like activewear.
They have these like it's ABC.
Yes.
It's anti-ball crushing pants, which is a huge thing for men's fashion.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
Is that what that is? Because I was like, I was
I mean,
like,
I've seen
ABC?
underwear that has like the new cup for the balls, so like.
What?
What is it, like a hard cup?
No. It's like underwear. You know, they don't have the hole, but they also have a cup to hold your balls.
Oh yeah.
On the
MeUndies
outside.
does that.
Yeah,
They've got like a pouch.
Yeah, pouchy pouch.
It's nice. It's nice. I'm the same way. I have a bunch of Lululemon stuff, but I also started just buying climbing jeans. And it's just like jeans that you could just like do anything in.
Are they like cargo material?
No, it's like, is it raining?
I would hope.
Oh, it's raining.
Based on the sound, I would.
I'm actually happy because that's gonna wash all the fucking pollen off of my car.
Yep.
What pollen is
They're like
bad though?
they're like skinny jeans, but they're like really like movable material.
Yeah.
So you look like you're wearing jeans, but you
Yeah.
could just high kick someone in the face.
But I was just like, holy hell. I mean, because I don't know, man. I just play my video games and spend time with Jackie and my dog. But like discovering like joggers like that, but like nice looking joggers, I'm like, hell
Especially
yeah.
if you talked about Lululemon in the last week, you should try to be sponsored by them. I swear to God.
I was just like, holy shit. I mean, it's super expensive, but the material is nice, and it's I don't know. I'm just excited not to wear pants anymore, like jeans.
I almost want to challenge you to a street off. Like just you come in your best streetwear, I come in my best streetwear. It's an off topic, and we just let them the people judge.
Well, I'm already gonna accept the L on that, but really the true W for me is every time I accept the L, I feel like I learn a lesson. I get stronger, like a Super Saiyan.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can
as
do
long
it.
as you don't die, you're fine.
Just look
And
up
even if
different
you die,
styles.
you can
Ask
switch
Joe
back.
for help. Joe is great at that.
That's true. Joe's really good with streetwear.
All right, know what?
Joe's
I'm
got-
gonna wear those cargo pants I told you I bought from the store Rainbow. I went
Yeah, I want to see that.
Well,
nice.
So you're saying cargo pants, cargo material, or like, what's your thoughts on cargo pants?
I think it depends on the material, because the ones I have are stretchy in the waist, which is what I need because I have a thick thigh, small waist. And I just really love a good cargo pant because they have multiple pockets.
Like pockets, yeah.
Yeah, women don't get pockets. And they're not skinny jeans, so they fit well, but they're still skinny at the bottom of my ankle, so it's not like flared. So it's nice.
Okay.
The ones I got were orange and black camo patterns, so it's like really awesome if I wear with like a black bandeau and some nice shades, and then
It's like boom.
it's like boom. I just got off the street, got off the MTA in New York.
What I like too is because I wear briefs, and like the ones I have now are like Express, but they like
Briefs isn't like tidy whities types. Like, do they have
no, they go down to like the thighs.
I call this boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs. Well, I wear those, but I have like Express ones, but they like ride up.
Yeah.
So constantly, I'm just like, okay, let me push it back down, because otherwise it's just like whoop.
That's what it's like for a girl wearing a thong. It's constant wedgies.
Yeah, I always just wear I'm always just have athletic underwear on.
I have worn many thongs in my life.
Oh.
Where do you put your balls?
You have like a banana hammock in the front.
Yeah.
We don't get the banana hammocks in our women's thongs.
I would
Yeah.
imagine not. Not really a need for them.
Yeah. Hula. Well, I did hula. Our outfit was a cloth that wrapped around our waist, and it was a cloth in the front and a cloth in the back. So we couldn't wear.
Hula? Like, aloha.
You did that?
Yeah.
I'm just not learning this detail about you.
I danced for one of the highest rated halaus, like hula, like groups in the U.S.
That's fucking amazing.
Okay.
I had
Which
no
is dope.
idea.
Yeah, we performed at Palace. We competed at the Palace of Fine Arts. Like, I did that for 4 years. The scary thing was going to like the islands and going to like Hawaii, and like the aunts and uncles there that are just like, how traditional is hula like in the States really?
Yeah.
And we'd have to be like, auntie, uncle, like, yeah, we practice and we work hard, and then competing over there is always like a little scary.
Yeah, you're under an extra
Because-
microscope.
Yeah, 1,000%. But yeah, I had to wear thongs for that, and then dance like butt ass naked on stage. But Lululemon has like I guess just like a band around that part, like at the end part of like the boxer briefs. And I was like, whether I get it clothes from them anymore or not, I'm like, that's what I need to do. I need boxer briefs.
Go ahead.
I mean,
encore.
No, but
People are asking for
but
it.
that's
Let me
like
see this.
traditional, like
Let's see this.
hula, like.
Oh
The
my
top of his head is not
God.
moving, and his waist
And
is
that's-
fucking. Look how still his head is. That is incredible.
And that's like, I mean, that's just like slow dancing, but we did like, this is like quick figure.
Okay, you got it.
Kai?
Okay, go. I mean, I'll shame you both. But
I'm trying to see if I can do the thing where I'm not moving my head, but I'm moving my hips.
You're
doing it right?
you're swaying your upper body a bit.
Oh yeah, so I got to be like locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright, that's
everything
not
up
bad.
Completely
here,
freeze your
lock your
back.
core, lock your height and everything, and it's literally just like hips.
Are you like doing
He's doing
like,
a
you
figure eight for
gyrating?
I'm figure 80 right now.
Fuck.
Because you can go left and right, but I don't know. I like
left
figure
and
eight
right
with
is
the walk.
kind of like that roller coaster ride, the pirate ship where you just go left and right. You gotta add some swivel.
I will say that's more like
My hips,
like
my ass.
like slow hula. We did like warrior kane, which is like male like warrior dances, a lot of like slapping,
That's really
and
dope.
stomping, and
And like the tongue thing.
that we didn't do. That was
Don't learn.
Polynesian, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, all of it crosses over and stuff like that. But yeah, I did that for a while.
What else have you done that I don't know?
Huh?
I used to do volleyball. My mom made me. I hated
You do
it.
volleyball?
I hated it. My little sister did it like forever though.
I like love sports, any kind of sport. I couldn't get. I'll be honest. I'll throw my body on the line. I did taekwondo for a very long time. Every time that volleyball came and hit my wrist, I'm like, ow, come on, man, ow.
You're not supposed to hit the
like
wrist.
a
You're supposed to hit
slap,
this part of
you
your
know?
palm.
Is it that part?
It's like right here on the top of your thing. Yeah, you're not.
It fucking hurts.
Because the wrist is a fucking bone, Alfredo. Why would
It
you?
hurts. I don't know. I was
Christ.
trying to get the ball back over.
I couldn't. Whenever I
wins.
played soccer, I kick with my toe. Like I can't get straight on, and I noticed that people
no.
kick it with the side
Side
of
of
it.
Yeah, you
Foot,
kick with the
yeah.
side. Yeah.
Never. Did you do sports? Did you have any interest?
So I did do soccer for a good while.
Yeah,
I did as well.
Everyone did soccer.
Yeah.
I did taekwondo for like 6-7 years. Got my black belt, and then man, It's been so long. And then I skateboarded, but that was about it.
Yeah.
And again, running back, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Also cheerleading. Cheerleading was cool.
Did you have fun cheerleading?
Yeah, I was a fly, so I was one of the girls that went up in the air.
Oh, so they're just fucking flipping you. Did you ever
Trust.
you?
Did I ever get dropped? Of course. Not in my head, though.
Okay, I was gonna say that was my next question.
That seems like the big risk.
I would fuck around. Like, I would get dropped and just like lie there.
Yeah.
Just stay down.
Not move.
I mean, but that's back when I could do like splits and shit. Like when I was laying down because we had to stretch ourselves.
Yeah.
I was able to get my legs to go all the way back to touch my face. Can't do that no more.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I think I could probably
aging
touch
is
my
wild.
foot to my-
Speaking of aging, my birthday's this weekend.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
What's the plan? No, you're doing like a stream on
I'm
Saturday.
doing a charity stream on Saturday for Black Girl Film School. Just because I wouldn't be here if I didn't get my bachelor's in TV and film studying, so I want to help that. And then next week I'm going to Aruba for my birthday.
Ooh.
Celebrating with some friends from back home.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm turning 25. I can't do no basic shit.
Oh my God, you're 25?
Well, I'm 24.
Blame.
But right, damn.
We're old.
We are.
We're
You are old, really, really, really old.
Basic shit. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking like, what did I do on my 25th birthday? I'm pretty sure I was playing like a video game, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be playing video games on the day of my birth. My family is also coming. Both of my parents are coming in tomorrow, so they'll be here in Texas with me for my birthday.
About that. I swam too.
I did
really?
swim.
Yeah,
swim
I did
too.
really do that. That was like,
What-
I always forget about that because I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
It was like at my church, they like one of the people that like came over for a pool party at my grandparents' house. They were just like, he can swim so fast. He's got to be on the swim team. And then like,
Oh yeah.
my grandmother was like, you're going to be on the swim team. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to enjoy swimming. And let me tell you, they take the enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, no, that's
really do.
Competitive sports as a child, it does that to you. I feel like that's something about our generation. Our parents typically like put on the interests that they wanted us to do, and we didn't really have to say anything about it.
I literally took tennis classes for a year, and it's because my mom, from her grandfather, always taught excellence. And you're like, if you want to be around excellent people, you gotta do what they do. So my brother was signed up for golf, and me and my sister signed up for tennis. Because they're well-off sports,
Yeah.
respected sports.
I wanted to play tennis, and my mom wouldn't let me. And the only reason I wanted to play tennis was because my grandpa, he was really good at it when he was like, not 80 or 90, however old he was.
I was gonna say Mario Tennis, but
Yeah, and I played Mario Tennis quite a bit, and I was like, I understand the rules of this game. I
Yeah.
think I could do that in real life.
I know
And
what
then,
love means.
then I played like racquetball where it hits back.
I love
and forth,
badminton.
And I just went,
Batman was
fun.
was fun.
Badminton was like a relaxing tennis. Tennis scared me because the ball goes so fast.
Which one's badminton? Is that the
But
The
yeah,
little birdie.
the shuttlecock.
shuttlecock?
Shuttlecock,
That's-
and you had the. I love that because Tim Geddes and we were the ones that were like 6 foot, so we would just like stand right next to and just go pop, and pop, yep, pop. So they'd be like, "Fuck, man," and be like, "Yeah."
You were like the people on Wii Sports that would just swing their fucking
yeah.
thing back and forth, just trying to hit the ball, not even doing anything, not giving anyone else a chance, just swinging the remote back and forth.
Yeah,
We had
get
a-
out the way.
We had a rec center at UT, and I used to go down there just to explore all the different sports that they had available. They had racquetball. I think that's the one where you're just fucking slamming that ball
Yeah, like
into
the
the wall.
The
right?
one wall.
Fuck,
I
that was
love
so much
I
fun.
love that, dude.
I never.
Like if you ever,
got that.
we need to find a racquetball court. I would love to pick that back up because hours of my days would just be going
yeah.
just drenched in sweat.
It's like you make your own challenge with it too. 'Cause you're the one hitting it there, and you have to intercept. It's good.
Yeah, it's wall ball for fancy people.
With a racket.
Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is for fancy people. We didn't use rackets. We played the same game, except you had to catch the ball in your hand. Like you would throw it back and forth at each other.
Wall ball.
Yeah, wall
Is
ball.
squash a thing? That's like a sport similarly.
Is that the one with the gloves, the hands? Or is that handball?
I swear you've got like a racket, but the thing is just heavy.
Oh, the squash. In the squash. Fuck. I can't.
Oh, no,
sorry,
it's-
I
it's
did.
like-
Are you talking cricket with a
No,
giant
cricket's
bat?
got the weird
Yeah.
bat
Squash?
and they run back and forth. I might be. I just remember seeing it in like, I want to say The Office,
Look up squash.
or it might have been on Brooklyn Nine-Nine too.
Squash.
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 Sport, not fruit.
Yeah, I could be. Well, squash is a vegetable.
I also did step in college. I was on the step team. That was exercise.
Squash is a
And
smaller racket in a much denser ball.
It's a real
That's what I
thing.
thought was a dense
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because people get hurt doing that.
I dated a German exchange student she used to live in my co-op. She was like a squash expert, and I would just every day would just go get my ass beat by this German chick, and she just fucking wrecked me in squash. So
And you're like,
a lot of fun.
yes, mommy, yes.
No, I'm competitive. I was just like,
Squash.
fuck.
Squash.
Like, I was like,
no!
God damn.
No! We were doing Let's Roll this morning. It's a really fun one. We're essentially like, it was Matt, myself, Michael, Trevor, and it's to celebrate like, Red Web Animated's coming out. But it was like cryptid hunting. And right in the beginning when Larry was discussing all of the like rules and stuff, I was like, all right, I'm locked in. This is a tough game, locked in. I'm gonna learn everything. Then I get a little ring on my watch. It's like motion detect in the kitchen. And I was like, well, only Gabu's home right now, so let me go and take a look. And I looked on my phone. I see her. She goes to the back door. She kind of like looks outside. She's looking outside. She's chilling. Then kind of like lays down there for like 10, 15 seconds. Walks over, grabs Jackie's slipper, and then starts trotting away to the front door. And I was like, listening to the rules, and I'm like, I could turn on the speaker right now and say, no, don't, no. But I was like, I'm locked in on these rules. I'm like, you'll get away with it this time, little doggy. But I still watch her walk and trot away going, no one's home. Get the slipper for me. Luckily now she doesn't chew and tear them up, but she'll take them and then just sit with it.
I got cats, and they like just hanging out on our shoes.
Yeah.
They sprawl out and put their heads inside the shoe, and they love shoes.
That's like, I put a camera up in my old apartment because I wanted to see what my cat was doing while it was gone.
Right.
And then I just got sad because all it was like, I leave and she'd go sit like right by the door and she would lay down and then she waited for it the entire time. And I was like,
It's so sad.
fuck, you didn't even go get food or anything? You just sat there and you waited for, I was gone for like 10 hours today. What the fuck?
I put security cameras in the inside of my house so that I could do the same thing and just watch, and just also for security. And yeah, it's just I will time lapse, just look through, scroll, watch my dog just sleeping in just moving positions where he sleeps, and I was like, this bums me out. And then when I talk to him, he's like,
Yeah.
What?
so fucking confused.
Where are you?
Dad's home.
That's better than our dog. Our dog at home, she does not pay it. If you're not there in front of her face, she will not pay attention to you. I could be on FaceTime and she will ignore the phone. She doesn't look at TV. She doesn't look at phones. Anything that's not in front of her face does not exist.
Do dogs just not perceive screens? Like, I've always wondered if they can actually watch TV.
I tried, so with Gabu, I tried putting on like dog like YouTube videos.
Tried that
Essentially like either other dogs running on the beach, or there's some videos where it's like, this is a pond and you see like squirrels and birds and chipmunks come, and she's like, cool, whatever. Anyways, like to come grab a toy and slam it at my feet, and that's when she goes play with me.
Yep.
But because she does that to you all the time.
All the time.
When you're there, doesn't matter who else is there, she's bugging you.
It's the funny thing about Gabu is that Gabu will run, as soon as you have the toy in your hand, Gabu will just run away from it because she expects you to throw it. So, and then if you don't throw it, Gabu will just look at you and be like, you didn't throw it.
you
You had one job. Why didn't you throw it?
Do-
Like, do you not know how to play fetch? Like, you're the dumb one.
Do you not know how to? Are you stupid?
So Gabu's like a hella smart dog then, right?
She's very smart.
Corgis are just like a smart breed.
Yeah, they're smart, energetic, and big personalities.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so she's in the phase where she's gotten a little bit of the sassiness. So sometimes she'll like get next to us, snuggle, and then if we're moving in, she'll be like, "Rah." I'm like, what? It's like you
Like,
came
you
next
pay
to
rent?
me. Yeah, and you could see her trying to figure stuff out when it's like
Raptor from Jurassic Park.
yeah, she'll like test the fences, and for me it's easy to do because I'm very much like, okay, like I've been spending the last year and a half like learning like how to take care of a dog, how to train a dog, like best ways and tactics and how they work and function, and it's very black or white with a dog. So I'm like, okay, you can't do this. If I don't want you to do this, you'll never be able to do that because otherwise, like, there's no gray area. And then Jackie just goes, la, 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 and lives in the gray area. And I go, God damn it. Like, we said we can't do this with Gabu. And Jackie's like, oh, well, sometimes. I'm like, no. Like,
Yeah.
And for me, I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Like, if you want to do that, then we have to make that choice of like,
It has to be a
okay,
forever thing.
we're going to let her do that.
Like sleep on the couch or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because once
They're-
you allow it once,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
just
it's like,
there.
we're gonna allow
They're not
it, let's
gonna be able to
allow it.
differentiate between like the can and can't times.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's okay, like, you know, if it's things that she can do or can't do, but I'm like, we can't be on different pages here. Like, we have to be on the same
I think
page.
like every dog should have like a little bit of squirreliness in it. You know,
Oh,
like
1000%.
you don't want. I mean, I'm sure having a 100% loyal like dog that listens to everything would be great. But like, I like when my dog sits there and nudges me wanting to walk or like starts getting vocal, kind of like getting sassy and barking at me. Not barking, just going like. "Arr." That's just the best. Those are the
I think that's why, like, because we were like training her all day, every day, whenever we could. We wouldn't like pour her food in the bowl. Like, we'd use that as a training session. We'd take her to her training classes and all that kind of stuff. But after like a year, we're like, you know what? We're just gonna back off heavily because she's well behaved. Sure, she's not like perfect on the leash or like the most like locked in dog where I could have her on the sidewalk without a leash. Never will because she's a herding dog. So that will never work. But we're just like, she is well behaved enough. She doesn't bark. She doesn't tear things up. So it's like, maybe we don't have to go as hard. Just let her kind of like live her life and do her thing. Yeah. She doesn't have to be so like laser focused at all times.
Dude, my uncle, he had a golden retriever, and he had German shepherds. He did the same thing with. That dog it would not disobey even a thing. Like, he put a treat on its nose and he left. Like, we walked into the other room. The dog sat there for like an hour.
Wild.
I forgot. That and
I was like,
then,
oh yeah, anyways, you can have that.
well, no, and he was just like, he was in the middle of conversation. He goes, oh, hang on. You can have that. And then I heard him eat it. And then he walked over and he sat right beside him. I'm like, what the hell? Meanwhile, my aunt, she had like 2 dogs that just ran around and did whatever. And I was like, how did you do this? How does this one dog not look at the others and be like, why do I do this?
Yeah.
Why do I not live free?
teacher's pet.
Yeah, it blew my mind because he just was so cool with it. And
Just all
every
it
dog
depends
that he
on the
has is like that.
breed. Well, all dogs are trainable, but depending on the breed, it could be easier or harder.
I just would have assumed that because like there were other dogs in the house, so I would have assumed that like one would have taken from the other,
Right.
and the one that was just doing whatever it wanted and running around barking and just literally whatever, I would have assumed that the obedient dog would have looked at that and just been like, well, that dog's still alive.
Yeah.
I can do this.
I could do that.
I could do
I can
that.
run around and disobey, but he
Yeah.
must have like, I don't know. He might have that dog's family somewhere.
It depends on the human and how much time they take to train. I remember when we got our house, our house has like some carpet, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have someone come and like steam clean the carpet. You know, we're gonna move in for the first time. Now is the perfect time to do it. And he was telling me like, I was like, do you have any horror stories? He's like, oh yeah, like every quarter I go to this woman's house. She's like a regular customer, and she has like 2 or 3 dogs that I guess just piss in the room all the time. So I always just go in there and then just wet vacuum, and it's just like yellow coming out the carpet.
Good
I was
God.
like, oh God, no, that's so gross. Fuck.
Some dipshit in my
gross.
neighborhood. I had to leave. Are you on like Nextdoor app or whatever? You know where
Yeah, there's like a neighbor.
it's like a social media app for your neighborhood. It's the fucking worst.
Yeah, it's everyone complains.
Everyone's on there complaining about everything.
There was this one family, and they were like, "Stop letting your dogs go to the bathroom in our yard." And then people would be like, "Oh, that sucks." So like they're not picking up their waste. It's like, come on, guys, we
Yeah.
pick up your dog's waste.
Oh,
It's
the
like,
front yard?
Yeah, and they're like, no, like don't, just period. Like train your dog not to go to the bathroom outside in our yard. And it's like pee, like poop. And they're like, yeah, we've hung signs and all this. And they were like going on this whole thing, but like my dog can't read. And and I'm sorry, but it's also like they're gonna go when they need to go, you know, and like I'll pick it up. I don't know.
I always. Well, yeah. So what is the
Really?
Insane.
Only because on the East Coast, something that's common courtesy is like you curb your dog. So you don't do it on someone else's grass lane when there's literally grass like towards the side of the
Yeah, the sidewalk.
I do that too, and like and someone even said that it's like, well, you know, what about the side, you know, that's closest to the street? And you're like, no, nowhere near, just not in our yard.
Oh,
like,
bullshit.
Train them
No,
to
no,
wait
no,
until we go to the dog park, and it's like,
no.
dogs don't.
No, the sidewalk
the
grass.
sidewalk grass is fair game.
That's fair game.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna take my dog shit in there every time. I'm gonna stand right there, and you can see a little cord. You just go.
Is she getting used to the soft foods?
She isn't. So I gotta really reevaluate because she's supposed to get used. We're transitioning her to her adult food, which instead of kibble, we want it to be like wet food.
That's insane because I think every dog prefers wet over dry.
Oh, she loves it, but her stool is still a little
got
a little on the softer side, and it's supposed to take on average like 10 days. You gradually add more and more and more.
Yeah.
So I gotta figure that out. Or I talked to Jackie because I go, oh, are you making sure to give her the proper amount? She says yes, but I don't quite trust that. So maybe with her, she's not getting the proper amount. Because I know this morning she fed her just kibble, and I went, they're supposed to move her onto the other food. So parenting. Well, it's a good practice for when we have kids.
It is.
So we will figure that out.
Have you guys considered, like, once you have a child, or, like, even I guess you've seen it with Gabu, if you have a disagreement on how to raise, how you're going to solve that disagreement?
Yeah, we just debate it out.
Super Smash.
What if nothing comes from that, though?
That's a good way.
Smash.
So, I mean, we've done a lot of discussing on, like, kind of like how we want to, like, raise children. And we're both kind of in the same camp of, like, okay, right, we both had it hard growing up. Now we have this, like, nicer life. I'm like, I told her, like, I'm gonna send their ass to public school. They're going to their grandma's ghetto during the summer. Like, I'm not gonna race these soft ass kids. Children are like, yeah, we're in the suburbs. Life is great. I'm like, no, you gotta watch out. Keep your eyes out. You might get jumped at any time. You know that iPod you got? Keep that shit tucked in your pocket. You gotta learn.
You're gonna be like around the corner robbing your kids.
Yeah.
now they know. Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Dad? No, I'm not your dad.
I'm not that. Not for this situation.
But I bet he warned you that this might happen.
Yeah. I bet he did warn you. I mean, it's pretty cool, too.
You like achievement hunter?
Here, have a shirt. Now give me that.
This is what happens when you don't want to stay in school and you want to become an influencer. But I think we want to do like a reward system where pretty much like, hey, you get the grades, do what the fuck you want. But bring the grades home. And then also probably give allowance based on that too. Like, and that's just theoretically. We gotta see how it pans out. And I gotta read a lot of books, parenting books, stuff like that. I want to consume because that's just how I am. If I like something, I consume the shit out of it. But just initial thoughts. I'm like, okay, you get good grades, cool. You want to go out with your friends? Awesome. I'll drive you there. I'll pick you up. Just bring home the fucking grades.
Yeah.
You want
Fair.
You want better allowance? Get better grades.
Interesting.
You don't think?
No. It's just interesting because, like, something I learned while I was in middle school is that there's different levels of why we do things. At the very base level, it's just because we want a reward. Well, no, at the base level, it's just because I don't remember the base level. I take it back. But the second level is rewards, and then the third level is because you want something out of it, and then the fourth level is just like out of the kindness of your own heart. So.
I'm like, this roof is out of the kindness of my own heart.
Whereas, so you're saying you'll get rewards for getting good grades, right? And I had that a little bit growing up. Like if I got, read the book thing, you get the Pizza Hut coupons, like shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something my mom always told me, because my last name is Cook. The only C allowed on your report card is the one in your last name. That's something I grew up in. I didn't get rewards for getting good grades. It was just expected of me. If I didn't get good grades, I got punished.
See, I had the same thing, but I realized at a certain point, they're not going to kill me. So,
You got a point there.
Yeah.
True.
And I'm still here. So, really, it just was one of those things where, like, I got honors for a very long time. And it was, like, such a stress, and I just...
Yeah.
was like,
I was one of the lucky people that school was easy for me until high school.
Yeah, I could coast.
I was the same, where it's like, I was
I didn't
top
study
of
for
my class
tests. I just got good grades. I didn't start studying for tests until I got to college.
Same. I was like A/B student. I could just coast, and then when it got hard, I was like, oh, maybe I should focus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just didn't do that. Like, I was the same way, where I was like, if I can't just wing it, then And I did fine all through college. Just at a certain point, I was like, I don't need to be top 10 anymore because there's nothing in it for me. I was wasting a lot of time. You know?
I regretted how.
I didn't have to pay for any college.
See, and I was the opposite.
See, the reason
I didn't
why-
get any college acceptance letters. I had to go to community college for a while and get my grades back up because I fucked around. So
Way less expensive at community college, though.
It is.
There you go.
Honestly,
I opted to go because it was cheap.
yeah,
That's the thing.
my
It's like,
associate's degree.
I opted to go get my associates and I transferred all my credits to like
yeah.
get higher stuff.
If it wasn't such a scam now in terms of like transferring credits, I would recommend to everyone go to a community college for the first 2 years because you learn the same information for less of the price, and then you can still get the full 4-year degree with your transfer credits. But I just know too many stories of my friends who did that
True.
to save money, but then they had to spend more time in college because the credits they got from one school didn't transfer well. to another
Jackie
one.
did that. When we came from California to here, a lot of her credits didn't transfer. And then also it was out of state like tuition. So each class was like $900.
Way more.
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit. So we did like a couple classes at a time once we were, getting settled in over here.
UT did like core complete. They're like, oh, you went to a community college here in Texas and you got an associate's degree. Like, we'll accept all of it. It didn't even matter. So yeah, but like, you also get those 2 extra years to figure your shit out because like
Yeah.
senior year Blaine didn't know what
Oh yeah.
the hell I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew what I wanted to do until I was like 24,
Yeah.
maybe. And at that point, I already had like a degree or actually 2. And I
What's
was
your
like,
degree in again, Matt?
Computer and electrical engineering.
You could have made money.
Coulda.
You really could have made a lot
Really
of money,
coulda.
especially with the computer part. Oh my god.
It was just one of those things where it's like I realized I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I was in it and I was like, this is just a lot of math that I don't want to do every day of my life. And sometimes you get electrocuted, and that's great.
I thought for
but-
sure I was going to be an engineer and an architect growing up. And my mom swore I was going to be a lawyer growing up. But I took one media in the law class for my degree in college, and I was just like, oh, this shit's boring.
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Boring.
I remember I took
Article
like a,
15, section 5.
Literally. Literally.
I remember I took like an aptitude test in middle school, and they were like, you should be an architect. And anyway, I build Minecraft now, so
It worked
yeah.
in the end.
I got there just without.
Speaking of Minecraft, I watched today's episode of Survive Block Island that came out. It's my favorite so far.
Yeah?
my
This is in
favorite
episode
episode.
3, right?
It's 3.
I'm so fucking jealous.
It's
I
like
really
the
do.
final scene. I'm not gonna say anything, but the final scene where the team that loses talks about what happened. It got heated. I was like, okay.
Okay,
I really felt like I was watching Survivor.
So, as someone that participated in Survive Block Island, not scripted, and boy, let me tell you, like, it was intense. Like, it was very much like, okay, I'm on this team. Step number 1, gotta make sure we win these challenges so we don't have to go through the fucking rigmarole of who's gonna get voted out.
Yeah.
Then 2, it was like, who the fuck am I working with? Who am I who am I working with? Who can I talk to? Like, who has different social game strengths? Who has different Minecraft game strengths?
Yep.
Who's gonna be good in the long game, late game? And then on top of that, like, it was a lot of discussion too. I was just like, okay, like I know how this is gonna play out. Eventually, we're gonna get so thin we kind of merge both teams together. Like, if I keep John, what does that look like if the other team is mostly like STF? You know what I mean? Like, does that mean when I get the second 2, like, there's more STF over there, we get rid of John? Or like, so it was a lot of
There's so many
scrambling.
different
It
pieces.
was fucking stressful. And like every day after shooting, I'd come down and Jack would be like, so what the fuck happened? And I'm like, okay, so this happened with the game, this happened with the vote, this got happened, and that person was talking to that person, but behind the scenes, that person was talking with this person, and like, I was fucking stressed. It was stressful.
There's so
it was
many
fun
pieces
because
that you
I
have to
wanted to
balance.
play, because it's like, I want to play Survive Block Island, but it's a lot.
There's so many
And I
people.
think Matt just built.
As someone who never watched Survivor before, you and I played a very different.
Dude, I saw the first episode and I was like, Matt has never seen. Nope, not yet. So I was
That's like a good perspective to have. You want
Yeah.
like the ranged, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here for fun.
See, but that's
Yeah,
the good thing because
exactly.
I just
Just
watched.
having fun.
I just finished watching season 29 of Survivor, and one of the people that made it to like Final Four had never seen a single episode, and you could tell in the way they played. Like, they had revealed so many secret plans, but it's good to have those kinds of people in to shake up the game. Because at some point, when everyone's a strategizer, it's predictable, and your plan comes to fruition. It's the people that don't know how to play that can be like, I don't really want to do that. That makes it
That's
fun.
very interesting. If you watch, I think it's season 50, which is Winners at War, which did this bring back all the winners from previous seasons. Holy shit. They do the introductions, they get the teams, they do the games. As soon as they get in the island, it's like, yo, what's up? How's it going? What are you doing? Yeah, we can work together totally. You're like, oh man, okay, so anyways, like, what do you think about working together?
Yeah.
Like, you want to work together? You got to final three. And it's like, holy shit. Everyone was just moving and socializing. I was like, this is at a breakneck pace.
Yeah.
Dude,
and it was
entertaining though, because don't you want the conflict?
very entertaining. No, because everyone was setting up their game. So you can see, instead of people just kind of like, oh, okay, I'm going to see who approaches
when you think
me.
about it, because I feel like that's different, because it's not just everyone who knows how to play, it's everyone who's won the game.
Yeah.
So in that case,
that's different.
Because how do you go from winning the game to being the first one out of all the winners?
Oh, what a bummer that would be.
Like, you won your
it
season,
had to
but you were the
happen.
worst
Yeah,
of the
so-
winners.
Yeah. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Upstart. We've all been there. Seemingly out of nowhere, you get hit by an unexpected expense or bill. When that happens, it can feel like the weight of the world is coming down, and it's normal not to know where to turn. Luckily, Upstart is here to help. Upstart-powered personal loans can help you pay down high-interest debt all online with a simple and easy-to-understand payment terms. Upstart has helped over 1.8 million customers on their path to financial freedom. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, Upstart can help you get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. They know you're more than just your credit score, so rather than looking at your credit score alone, Upstart's model considers other factors like your income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check out your rate in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000 without impacting your credit score. You can even receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. Don't wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/offtopic. That's upstart.com/offtopic to check your rate today. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know that we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Stamps.com. Time is money, so don't waste either with repeated trips to the post office. With Stamps.com, you can skip the trip and focus on how to take your small business to the next level. Stamps.com lets you print official postage right to your computer and saves you money in the process, so you can spend less time at the postal office and more time making your customers happy. It's super easy to use and just one less thing you have to do when you're, shipping stuff and making goods to sell. Stamps.com saves you time, money, and stress. For more than 20 years, they've been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer. And get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Whether you're an office sending invoices, a side hustle Etsy shop, or a full-blown warehouse shipping out orders, Stamps.com will make your life easier. All you need is a computer and a standard printer, no special supplies or equipment. You'll be up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send. So stop overpaying for shipping with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code OFFTOPIC for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code OFFTOPIC. Hey, it's me. I love you. If you haven't heard about what we got over at the RT site, you're missing out. You can make a free account and watch live shows and participate with the community. Plus, if you sign up for our first membership, there's all kinds of stuff you get, like a discount in our store, access to events early, like RTX, and you get access to shows early, plus some shows that are just exclusive for you to like. Hardcore Tabletop, Haunter, Last Laugh, and our latest show, Survive Block Island. That was stressful, but super fun. The first 3 episodes are out right now on the site, and it's wild to say the least. I know, I've been there. I competed. Oof. It's a competition full of deception, strategy, and challenges that all take place in the game of Minecraft. And I am very good at it. So head over to roosterteeth.com/sign up to make a free Rooster Teeth account and be sure to check out our first program to get access to all the things we have to offer. But I mean, at the end of the day, you go, I still won.
$1 million bucks.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
first out, but like,
Not that much taxes.
look,
There's
still
no
more than I
taxes on
had
the
going in, But yeah, I mean, it was a fucking really cool experience. And it was just shot so well that I know a lot of people were like, this must be scripted. It is not. Like, we have no idea who's voting what truly until the votes are out. Like, we have no idea who's talking to who, who's saying what, like, who's going behind who's back. No fucking clue. I would be talking to someone and fully just going, like, they're gonna fucking betray me. Like, this person is probably going to betray me. Or talking to someone and just being like, oh my God, I feel so good about like my alliance with Blaine. Like, fuck it. Like, am I baiting myself here? Like, it was such a mind fuck.
And then from your perspective, were you just like,
Don't know what's happening there. Yeah, I was just going like, whatever. This is.
Now, every single time they're like, what do you want to do? Matt says, I'm finished the roof.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta finish this roof. I probably should look around a bit. I think it was like, yeah, the third episode might be the first time I left the camp to go look around the island. And I'm like, oh man,
That is how it starts.
this looks pretty picked over.
looks like some technical difficulties have broken out, but. Okay, we'll
Okay,
pass.
I'll pass.
Sorry
I'll
to
pass.
call attention.
But it's a fantastic show, and we have a lot of great shows.
It's really fun to
Boy,
watch.
let me tell you, it's literally pitting everyone like it's just the perfect playground. There's a ton of people like whether it's Achievement Hunter, Funhouse, SDF, and it's like all your favorite personalities and like friends, not friends. Like only one person's gonna fucking win, and so like at what point are you gonna betray someone or not? Will that fuck you over?
I can't wait till individual immunity becomes a thing, because
Individual immunity, like, boy, oh boy. If I got that far, I couldn't have imagined.
yeah, I've been getting some messages being like, Kai, I wish you were in it, and I'm like, trust me, don't even worry about it. If I was in it, Alfredo would have been gone. So you guys just be happy, because you guys can see Alfredo play some.
But see, that's the thing about knowing is because I would have walked in going, Kai is gunning for me ASAP.
100%.
Who can I recruit? What can I give
Get
to
her ass
them?
out.
And then what I would have done, now,
The smart
I
thing
mean,
would have
maybe I
been
shouldn't tell you, because season 2.
Work together.
No, because I know you. I know you. Listen,
You know me.
That's the thing.
So,
listen, because here's the thing about working together. I watched Survivor 2, motherfucker. Is that I'm not here for second or third place, bitch.
yeah.
And I know what would happen. You and I work together, we kill the game, whatever. That don't mean I get the votes at the end.
No. That just means we go, hey, you and me, we work together. We figure out who the third person is, right? Then we get to the end. You argue your game, I argue my game,
That's
and
never
that's what
how
we
it
leave it
goes.
up to.
That's never how it goes.
That's what we leave
There's
it up
only
to.
one season where someone's just like, I want to be the bigger person and bring
We
people
be that
that belong
season.
with me.
We could be that season.
And then you bring people that belong with you, and
We
then
can
that's
run-
$1 million mistake. Get the fuck out of my
We
face
can
with
run
that
the
shit.
game.
I'm not here to be honorable.
We can run the
I'm
game.
here to win.
We about to run the gauntlet.
so are they going to do a season 2 of Survivor Block Island, or do you think that this could be,
I'm pretty sure.
could they use this formula in another game? Like, what other game would
They've been looking.
I say-
I know one of Jeff's biggest goals is to make.
Is it spoilers? Are we allowed to say this?
No.
Are we allowed to
He
talk
just
about
wants to do more reality TV versions, like how we did with Survivor for this one.
it? Yeah.
I mean, the
I'm down for that.
thing is, like, you can do so many things to shake up the formula.
Oh yeah.
I was watching Australian Survivor, way better than U.S. Survivor, by the way. Their fucking challenges are longer and way more fucking grueling. And
just in Australia?
Aussies don't, yeah.
They just say no.
In
Aussies
that
don't
case, the
fuck
whole challenge would
around.
be like, don't die.
Don't die.
Good luck.
But there would literally be like, it's like I've watched so many seasons, but like it was like the brains versus bronze, and there'd be so many things like I
No
know
beauty? It's gonna be beauty versus brains.
That's where that's where the brawn is.
brains versus bronze, but they'd do things of like okay, like your team, you're gonna race down this way, do the challenges. Your team gonna race down this way, do the challenges. Ready? Oh, by the way, that giant sign in the middle, underneath it, is a hidden immunity idol. Anyways, go. And then people be like, what the fuck? Wait, what?
So they just
And so, like, it's like, well, are you going to abandon your team, like, to go...
be selfish.
To be selfish
and
to go get it?
Be fucked in the late game.
And then people...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
and then-
people still have to vote for you to win.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, you know, you might be like, oh, well, I'm in the bottom anyways. Fuck it, I'm going to go for it. And then Kai might be like, fuck that, I want your ass out tonight. And then go and try and like block you. And I was like, holy shit, there's so many more things you could do to shake up this game. It's nuts. That was like one of like 50 things they had as a twist that season.
I would love they just lied. So there's nothing in the box at all.
There's just nothing. You're just
Good
like,
luck. And now your hand's been revealed and you don't have.
That's
an
actually
idol.
moments I love in Survivor. Now I'm on season 30. There's this part where during Final Tribal, they're all like, we're going to vote for this person in my alliance. And then they're just like, well, I have this idol right here. And it was essentially his way of breaking up the strong five, because it's just like, now that you know that this person is safe, who are you going to vote for instead within your alliance? So it revealed the votes. In reality, he never played it, so the girls still went home. But two people did switch their things, and it showed who was at the bottom of that alliance. So now you're at the bottom of your alliance, what do you do?
right. I can't speak more highly of that season that I saw. There was a play there before, like, if you're doing a season you're on it, you better watch that season. Watch that.
I'm watching seasons.
No, but watch that Australian season. But there's one where there's literally like, say it's Kai, Blaine, and then 2 others, right? Actually, no, I think it was 4 others. So it was 6 of y'all. Matt and I, there's someone who's like, Matt and I, we're on the bottom, right? But hey, we have an idol, right? But it's like, well, fuck, they're all gonna vote for us. There's nothing we can do about that. And I was like, that fuck, man. Like the person's screwed. They're just gonna save himself or whatever. But the person went, oh hey, the 6 of you, I have this idol. I'm gonna play it for one of us, and you're not gonna know. Oh. And if you guess wrong and you try to vote out one of the people that has the idol, then guess what? It gets flipped and one of you guys go home.
Damn.
And that fucking scattered and fractured the 6. And I was like, holy shit.
That's pretty
What
funny.
a
I love
fucking
moments
move.
like that.
Then, well, then, like, out of like the 6, like Kai would come over and be like, okay, guys, like,
Let's be real.
we gotta figure it
we're a
out.
strong 6, but like really like number 5 out of 6, we could do without. So like maybe we work together, we vote that way, and it just started fracturing the shit out of the core. And I was like, what a fucking move.
Does this ever make you concerned that like this is basically putting on display like humanity's instincts to backstab?
I think that's the thing that makes me not want to watch it as much.
Because it's so Machiavellian, and
Yeah.
you're just like, fuck, people
But-
really mess people up whenever they have the chance.
Exactly. It's like, I can
they
play
get a leg up.
Assassin's Creed and see that.
Yeah.
And then, like, I killed him anyway, so it's
Well,
fine.
2
But-
things. One, like post interviews, people who were actually on the show would be like, they go back and be like, I've had to go to the doctors for a long time because I have all this like,
Yeah, they get
all
half a
these,
bowl
like,
of rice a day.
all these health
Oh my
issues, because all the
God.
bacteria and all that kind of stuff that they accumulate being on like.
Yeah, they
Is
get
that where they
enough
shoot it
to
overseas? Because
And
that
then-
that doesn't seem legal.
And then
I mean,
There's
they're
no laws
getting the
out there.
food to survive. It's
Yeah.
up to them to ration it.
But then also they'd be like, I couldn't trust family, I couldn't trust friends, I couldn't trust just people in general. Like I was
Horrifying.
questioning, I was like,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times when people are on reality TV, they kind of get messed up by it.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fucked up.
That
I
doesn't
feel
seem
like
fun.
I feel you're right, like, I feel like it takes you back to the past where it's like that was how people.
But that's the
lived.
thing about it is like,
They survived that way.
it's a game though. Are you
Yeah, I
gonna,
mean, I
like,
guess
can you
it's a game.
separate the game from your life? And in the moment, I get not being able to, just because for Survivor specifically, like you're going through a toll for 39 days.
Yeah.
So like I can get in the moment being it like that. But I hate a petty jury. I hate a petty jury. Like, come on, you know it's a game. You know they played the game, and you're just upset that you're not in the 3 spots. They clearly played a better game than you because they're in the 3 spots.
So they're gonna go out like kicking and screaming and just make themselves.
That's the thing
look
about
like
the
idiots.
jury.
The question is, what kind of jury is the jury for Survivor Block Island?
That's true.
Are they going to vote for the person that played the best game? Or are they going to vote against?
But there's
or they
another
vote
step to it, just like
in
how
a-
there is
in a
in
petty
Blood
way?
versus Water. Because in Blood versus Water, it's like loved ones. I just watched the second season of Blood
I
versus
want a
Water.
season where it's just couples going at it.
Couples from it. I mean, there's enough couples in Rooster Teeth to do that. To just have couples
That's
play
fine.
Survive Block Island.
Yup.
When Bernie was on Amazing Race, he made some connections with like reality TV producers and stuff like that. And I don't want to say any details because I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but he tried to get me on a few different productions, and like there was like agents reaching out and they're like, "Hey, do you want to be on this,
Right.
and this?" We're
If
looking
there was a chance
for
you could have been on the challenge, I swear to God, Blaine.
for Survivor. I
No, the
think
challenge. I feel like you could have
Oh.
killed the challenge.
I don't know what that is. I think they had reached out. I get Ninja Warrior a lot, but I think that's just kind of an open casting call. But like I think I had gotten reached out to by Survivor. There was another one. I don't know if it ever aired, and I actually went and like auditioned or whatever, and interviewed for it, and like made it in pretty far along the way. But I don't think it aired, but also the whole situation was fucked, and I didn't like the kind of predicaments that they were putting us in just in the interviewing process alone, which I feel like is part of the
They
weed out
look
process.
for they definitely look for certain personalities that is like, oh, this person's gonna like.
They want people that will play the game.
I think what they wanted was people they can manipulate.
Yes.
Like for this specific one, there was a lot of manipulation, and I think not that I'm like, I'm a smart guy, but I was like, I'm sniffing this out. I don't like it. And then also knowing, coming in from a production background and knowing that they're going to look for that drama to like backstab people, I didn't play into that, and I don't think that they like that.
Well, yeah, they want the people to like get riled up and.
It's very interesting now with morals and stuff, because the most recent season of The Bachelor kind of saw that a lot, where there was bullying on the most recent season. It was very hard to watch because at that point, you're winning a heart, but it's supposed to be for love, and then it's still a game, but it's not a game. But the thing is, it got so personal. They were talking about like one girl had a mental health disorder, and she was constantly getting bullied for it. And we were like, at some point, the producers have to step in. Like you can't, like at what point does the morality of the show overcast over the
When does it go from entertainment to like, oh, this is a actual legitimate problem that we should be addressing?
Yeah.
This is not good working space.
It's weird. I feel like in something like Survivor, I could get over that a little bit but it's also, it's weird.
I think I talked about it on.
You never know what you do until you're like in it.
Stop me if I talk about an off topic, but the spin-off show for Love is Blind, The Ultimatum.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
That show is fucked.
I think I heard about it. It's basically like couples where one person's like wanting to potentially get out, and then they pair them up with other couples that are also unhealthy, and then they
it's couples where one person is giving the other one an ultimatum to like shit or get off the pot, like get married or not.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they go and they mingle with other couples who are also in the same situation. Everyone's been together for like a couple of years at least. And then from there, everyone goes, well, okay, I gotta pick someone to like, kind of like date.
What's the fucking rush?
For I gotta be with someone to date for like a couple weeks. So then they'd be like, all right, I'm gonna pick you, Blaine, and you and I are gonna live together for a couple weeks, trying out being in a relationship. And then at the end of that, I'm gonna go back to my original relationship, Matt, and we're gonna live together for a couple weeks, and then we're gonna figure out if we're gonna stay together.
That's bullshit though, because you're setting the other people up for like a total honeymoon period.
Exactly. It's such a fucking honeymoon period. It's so fucked. I was like, this is too far.
So I'm pretty sure
It's just like, you know the other person so much more, so you already have like this whole like history type thing.
You fall into your patterns and stuff. But with this other person, you're like, oh, tell me more about your time in Friends.
Oh my.
Is this a spoiler? But like, are there couples that like, I want to go back to the other person? Like they form such a strong bond.
I mean, I'll throw maybe like a first third spoiler because this dude was just so fucked. So this guy was just like, all right, Matt, I gotta choose someone else. So my person's gonna be Matt. My person's gonna be Matt. Matt chose someone else. So I'm like, all right. Then I'm like, okay. Then he looks over at someone else. I'm like, Blaine, I'm gonna choose you. I'm gonna choose you. And you're just, and the person was like, what the fuck? Okay. Someone chose you that you liked. So you're together. Kai is my original person. So I walk on over and I go, will you marry me? That's what one dude fucking did. He had his choice, matched with someone else, then was like to his second choice, I'm gonna choose you to try and like make sure to be like, hey, go, let's get this going. That didn't happen. Ran back to his original person, proposed.
So this is
I was like, that's
how do you get into an engagement, see that back, and stay with that person?
That's what I'm saying.
He might have like survived through the engagement maybe, but whenever that thing aired, holy shit,
that caused some problems.
I mean, they were all laying it out. One girl was just like, he literally just told me 5 minutes ago he's gonna choose me.
So they will tell the other person?
Oh, they were just fucking lashing it out. They're all at one big table, like taking turns choosing another person, see if the other person chose you back. They're all like at this big dining table.
See, I get freaked out watching
It was
that.
so
Because
fun.
I feel like an element to like participating.
All
in...
filmed and shot here in Austin too.
Oh really? I heard that Austin was so ugly that they didn't really show a lot of the landscape shots because like they were like cut around to like.
Everything's under construction, so I'm not
It
surprised.
just looks
Yeah.
like dick. Like the city looks like ass. But it's just. I feel like people that participate, and this is a very broad statement about a lot of people, and I hope it don't offend anybody. A lot of it's just clout chasers. It's just people that are like, oh, I want to be on TV.
So that's what I feel like is the big issue with like the Bachelor and Bachelorette now. A lot of people go on that
They're not
show.
looking for
to be on
Yeah,
Bachelor in Paradise.
And all, yeah, exactly. To go off to like a spinoff show where there's just like them in paradise and like seeing more
Sexing it up.
flowers. And even then, the people that were there, like there was one guy like last season was like, oh yeah, I got this many followers now, and like this has been like these metrics have been blowing up, and I'm like, fuck. So like, there's a lot of people, especially now with the way the internet is and social media. A lot of people that go to these like on these love shows, especially like Bachelor and Bachelorette, just because they know I don't care if I get picked or not. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get so many followers and
gonna launch
sponsorship
my
deals.
own
It's gonna
thing.
launch my career.
Yeah.
And then they all like date each other too. So it's like
yeah.
it's like, oh, like I didn't get picked during Kai's season, so now I'm dating Matt during Blaine's season.
Yeah, it always amazes me how it's so many stories you'll hear. Oh yeah, I knew, but like, how do you know these
Yeah,
bachelors and
yeah,
bachelorettes? Like,
yeah.
how do you just like, how are these everyday people to you?
I bet they have like networking type things.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that there's been drama in the Wheel of Fortune crew, and they have like a Facebook group to keep as a network and keep in contact. So it's like I'm sure it's that kind of shit.
It's just so interesting. Like even working with some of y'all here, right?
It's just people.
Like I don't have people that I grew up with that were just like, oh yeah, I went to school with fucking Kendrick Lamar. Like now that I work at Rich Sleep, I meet so many people that are like yeah, I went to school with Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, did I just go to the wrong high school? Did I just meet the wrong people? Because I don't have those connections.
Yeah, I don't have those kind of people that went to the school that I went to.
I'm
Like, it's
fine with
wild
that
to me.
though. I don't want to
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah, that's like one of my claims to fame is that I went to school with a famous person. It's like, man, that sucks.
Yeah, no.
But
Who cares?
it's just one of
Yeah,
those things
right.
where like, yeah, who cares? But we really live in a world where it's who you know. So it always mind boggles me that the world is so small for certain groups of people. And I'm like, shit, is my world as big as hell? Because I don't just have random connections like that.
Just
Yeah.
imagine the people. It's like, yeah, I went to high school with them. They returned a library book once, so we should probably snap to that. Figure out what to do about it. You know.
The
Pretty bad person.
only reality show that I've like actually genuinely gotten hooked to, because it doesn't stress me out, is, and it's always Japanese reality shows, because I feel like they figured out like this is a relaxing, fun way of showing off our culture. There's this one show called Old Enough, terrible name, but it's basically like a family will send out their like 3-year-old son, and they'll say like, hey, I need you to run to the grocery store, grab a loaf of bread and some fish, run to grandma's
I know
house.
what show you're talking about.
Run to grandma's house, drop this off, go to the corner store to pick up my laundry, and then come back. And then it's just a film crew following around this child who's like walking down Tokyo.
I think I've seen it. Is that on Netflix?
It fucking rocks. It's on Netflix. It fucking rocks, dude.
I think I saw like a little girl was like going down the
Yep.
street and like
Yep.
camera crew following her. I was like, yeah.
It's so wholesome.
Aw.
It makes me
imagining-
just
I didn't watch
If
that.
it was
as like
America,
a palate cleanser.
I'm just imagining they would follow the 3-year-old and then and suddenly the Yakuza are right here. Like, all right, well.
Like, we can't intervene. This is real life.
I told my girlfriend, like, there's no fucking way that they can make the show in the U.S. because the kids would be out of control, or yeah, they try to spice it up.
Yeah, they do something like.
Talk all the time.
can
Man,
never.
yeah, he was walking to the street and suddenly a cougar. Like,
Yeah.
like a
Okay, then I have a
death
question
cat.
for you all. If you could be on any reality TV show, it could exist or it could be one that doesn't exist yet, like something you thought this would be cool if it was a thing. Which one would you be on? It could be a competition one. It could be one for love. It could be one like Jersey Shore where you're just in a house of friends. What kind of reality show?
It's probably one of those like whatever like The Rock's version of Ninja Warrior or like American Gladiators. I would put me on one of those things. I'd have a fucking blast.
I wish I was skilled enough to do MasterChef.
Oh yeah,
That'd be fucking
MasterChef
sick.
is fun.
That'd be so cool. I just feel like Gordon Ramsay's yelling at me. It's so awesome right
He
now.
probably would get so pissed off at you the minute
He
you
said
smile
my
at him.
food is absolute dog shit. I'm gonna go home tonight. This is great.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. It was someone who's like, if I was in Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay, he's like, fuck you. He's like, he said the thing. He said the thing. Get out of my kitchen. He said the thing.
He wants me out of his kitchen.
I want to be on a reality show where I play through my backlog of video games, and at the end they give me $50 million. Done. Is that
Where's
good?
the
Is that good?
reality?
Easy.
That's what
Matt's
I would
reality.
do. That's what I want my
So
reality.
it's Matt's reality.
What do you
Your
want?
reality is a virtual reality of video
Yeah,
games.
it sounds great. No, I want to be like a judge on like Iron Chef or something.
Oh, do you get just to eat and
Yeah,
sample the
exactly.
I'm
shit?
surprised you didn't say something like Cake Wars.
Well, I mean, we branch out. You know.
Dude, Drag Race is pretty fucking fun.
RuPaul's
I'd do
being a
that.
guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race with, oh my God.
I want to do an H drag show. I want to produce that. I want to throw the music, throw.
Y'all don't know how to dress enough to do a drag show.
Well,
It's true.
no, that's the thing. We would. I would like us to hire like professional drag performers.
Her name's Cupcake. She's in town. I'll
to
give you
help
your number.
to help guide our looks. and our
There's actually a show like
styles
that
and
on
our
Netflix
fashion.
because there's
I think
Bob the
that'd be
Drag
awesome.
Queen who won a season of RuPaul's Drag Race. He goes around to like, I guess conservative-ish parents and does men and does
Right.
drag on them. I remember seeing one clip of it like him doing a black man and just him getting his like eyebrows glued down so they could draw new eyebrows and then putting on the padding. It's so fucking cool.
I'll tell you about Proteina Shakira.
I remember you did that. Yeah.
That was like the fucking best time. We had an actual drag queen.
Did you have padding on?
No. I just have natural tits. I didn't shave my chest and I regret it. I wish that I did.
I mean, we could play RuPaul's Catwalk, which is her newest jam,
walk,
or
walk,
Sissy That Walk,
walk,
and we all
walk,
come out.
walk.
We do our little.
I mean, my
dance,
drag is a little
our
different than your
outfits,
drag,
and
though.
then we can do like lip sync battles. I think it'd be fire.
The thing that I learned that it's not about like the look is part of it, you know how you look and stuff like that. It's
lot.
all the personality.
It's all
is.
personality.
And Cupcake was like the best way for you to get into drag character is to pretend that you own everything. Why are you sitting on my chair? Did you drink out of my water? It's just like that shit.
No,
like,
it's sass.
it's so sassy.
much. It's 100. It's sass and roasting. You don't go to a drag show to get a compliment. You don't.
Sorry, important text.
You are fine. No, I literally remember because my school, Hofstra University, used to host drag shows annually. Like our Pride Network there would just have drag shows, and they would actually have contestants from RuPaul's Drag Race show up as guests because we would raise money for different things.
Yeah.
Every time I would go, I would try to dress all nice because then I knew the queens would be there.
Love drag.
And
Ragging on
they
you.
I took pictures with them. I was just like, they were like, oh, you're adorable. And adorable's good. Adorable's good. So I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm just trying to, look something like good. And they were like, well, keep trying. I was like, I will.
Also, high heels, they make your legs look amazing.
Yeah, I think it'd be totally fun to like figure out what.
I feel like I'm trying to
everyone's-
sell you on something that you were sold on years ago.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was saying a couple like podcasts ago that I lived in the Castro, which is like one of the gay capitals, of the world, and so it was just fun living there, being in that culture, and going to drag shows. I was going to a place called Toad Hall. They had 80s, 90s, early 2000 pop. They'd play the music videos in the back. I'd be bumping. I'd be have my drag. I'd be like, yeah. Single ladying it up.
So we got to get
Good
RT
time.
Drag Show and an AH prom.
Yes.
That's what we have to work
Those
on.
are the things I'd like.
If you need a squad team force representative, you need to hit me up on all
Just the
those.
one representative.
Just the one, because I miss Block Island and I'm pissed about it.
I'm saying honestly.
Yeah. Where's our time? to
Okay,
shine?
then I have a question for you, Blaine. If you
it
were to
does
go
well
to
another
prom
season.
again, what would your color scheme be?
I'm sorry, say again?
If you were to go to a prom again, what would your color scheme be?
As in, like, what if I were to go to high school prom in my outfit?
Like if we were to redo a prom right now,
I don't feel like.
what would your color scheme be?
I mean,
Same for you, Matt.
Well, I'm just trying. Like when I went to prom, I didn't really pick the color scheme.
yeah, I just wore a suit.
Yeah, I wore a suit,
black
and
and
then like my date was like,
That's
Get
not
a
enough
blue
anymore. Have you
corsage,
seen the
and I
prom
was
looks
like-
of 2020s?
I know. Motherfuckers be looking head to toe.
They have
Dripped.
gowns to the
Dripping.
tees. They have like patterned vests now. They'll have like it's.
I want to do
that sounds
purple
like
and green.
that sounds like so much effort. I wouldn't go.
I want to do purple and green, but not evoke Joker. Like different
Purple and
kind
green,
of
but not
purple.
evoke Joker.
Yeah. I want to look Barney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barney the dinosaur.
Nice. I know Joe said he would do grays. he would do like a nice, I think he said not charcoal, but like a nice light gray.
I would like to
with
go
something.
really
I think
light
gray and purple. He said.
He's got like that James Bond like Goldfinger look. Mm-hmm. That's a good look.
I kind of like to go a little like super dressed up, but a little bit more loose with it. Maybe black on black, not do a tie. Have
that's
it
clean.
like have my collar popped open.
But if you do black on black, you gotta get the intrinsic design like in the vest itself, so that way when it shines on it, you can see the silk design within
That's what
the
I'm
black.
talking about.
See, I wore Converse high tops to my prom or homecoming. You know, just keep it a little.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you glance at me and I'm just like, oh, it's just a dude in a suit and he's got dress shoes on, and then when you look, you're like,
The cufflinks are also important. What kind of, are you doing gold or silver accessories? That's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
emerald.
Yeah. I do cufflink. I mean, I would love to do.
Oh, gotcha.
Like in San Francisco, in like City Hall, they do every year is they have like an adult prom, and I'm like, fuck yeah,
It's
like,
really cool.
Love an adult prom.
It's so sick because you just like
You have an excuse to get dressed up.
you got an excuse to get dressed up. You can go get a corsage. and all
My
that,
girlfriend
like-
didn't get to go to prom, so she missed out on that. So I'd love to take her. But then also, my prom fucking sucked. I got
Oh, it
ditched.
did?
It was like it was a nightmare because I was just worried about who am I going to dance with. This is one of the most important nights of my life, according to pop culture, and I'm fucking blowing it right now. So to just have an adult prom,
And to be able to have a place where a ton of people can redo that,
yep.
and then also be in such a like great environment because you're around friends or people who are friendly and love the same things that you love, like.
It's you're with friends of your
Would
choosing
love
that you're
that.
not forced into because they're in your school district or whatever.
That'd be so.
And then we
dope.
can do a prom king and queen vote. And it could be a prom king and king or prom queen and queen. Whoever gets the most votes just gets the crown.
Yeah, you just vote for crowns.
Or a prom human. You have prom humans too.
You could do Ruchi as a whole, and then the community one as well. It'd be so sick.
I just imagine people getting dressed to the T's, and then it's so amazing because formal fashion means so much more now than just a simple gown. Like it's also jumpsuits for women. It's listen. I already got dressed up 2 weeks ago to go to Berlisi's ball. If you guys want to see the photos on my Instagram. It was just so much fun. Like it was so much fun getting my hair done. I put on some press-on nails. I got my makeup done. I had a dress altered to fit my body perfectly, and I look like a snack. I look like a snack, and so many people were looking at me all night, and I was just like, ha ha.
Yeah.
Especially after like 2.5, 3 years of me just being in my fucking pajamas.
Yeah.
I wanna have the opportunity.
Just nice to remember you're fine as fuck.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, who is
Get a
that
good
dashing
cut,
person?
Shave, like measure down in the suit, dress, everything. Yeah, it was fun. We did kind of fun at the prom.
Yep.
So we went and did that. And
I was there with that. Yeah. I don't think we really knew each other that much. Like I think.
we were like, I mean, acquaintances. It was
Yeah.
Like, yo, Blaine and I, we cool. We say hi to each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, not now. You know, not like now.
No, we're bros. We dance together. We have
Now once I get like my theater setup put together, I'm gonna watch fucking Predator on that bitch. I'll watch Predator.
excited,
like,
dude.
I'm even
Dolby
thinking, like, if
Atmos.
we redid it, would you come in a limo or like one of
Oh,
those giant
1,000%.
hover vehicles?
I would get a limo for Achievement Hunter and friends.
That'd be so fun.
So don't get the limo. Get the either get the Hummer truck or anything because those have poles in them.
They do.
Those have
Oh,
poles
shit.
in them.
Like us,
All right.
they'd just be sloshing around.
Hear me out. He gets the Hummer truck with the pool in the back. I want to like parachute into the pool.
Okay,
Okay.
we can make that
I
happen.
think it'd be cool.
Okay. You have
Be
to
a
jump
nice
out of plane then.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my pilot's license.
Gus will fly you. Oh, well then you can just fly yourself.
And then where's the
Well,
plane?
that's
But
a-
where's the plane go after you jump out of it?
Just jump out of the plane. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I know it's
yeah.
probably going to be Chris, but I want to be one of the first people to be in Gus's flights once he starts doing them solo with his pilot's license. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be so much fun. You're doing your actual pilot's license?
I started a while ago, and then like after I moved out here, that kind of like
Fizzled
slowed down
out.
a little bit. But then I started to like get back in. I had like appointments, and then COVID happened.
Fun.
So I was
Yeah.
like, well, put that off for a little bit longer. But like I'm looking back into it now to kind of like actually do it.
Your rank is increasing in my like zombie apocalypse.
Oh yeah,
Team.
like that's really why. I did it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll be okay. And see, Blaine, the comfortable thing is like I could jump out of the plane. I just hit autopilot before, and it'll land for me.
That's how that works.
Yeah, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure.
It's like cruise control.
Yeah. Easy. Wait.
What?
Cruise control.
Yeah, cruise control. It just parks the car for
like,
you.
that's
automated.
Yeah, I guess.
You ever did the Tesla like autopilot stuff?
No, I've never.
Shit
That
is-
scares me.
Shit it's awesome. It's weird. It's very weird.
It just well, have you seen the stuff of like a cop like pulled over an auto driving car,
Dude.
and then the car is just like, I'm done waiting, it just drives off.
So that was funny because a bunch of people tagged me. We did an RT short that I totally forgot we did, but it was me as a cop pulling over a self-driving car and just like that dumb cop kind of personality, like not like shooting the car because he doesn't fucking hit it.
How are you doing this?
Yeah,
What is this?
It either aged to perfection or aged very poorly, given recent events. But yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah,
The future is wild, and it's here.
it just makes me laugh that like they didn't like realize there's no one in the car and it just drives off.
Yeah, and they're just like,
What do we do?
Yeah, there's just like cool little like random pieces of tech like that.